day 439. So today's been a long day, and it's going to be a long day tomorrow. But I woke up, moved my car, and then the HVAC people are here, right? They did pretty much the house stuff first, right? Pulled out all the old ducts, pulled out all the old HVAC system, that type of thing, put in the new ducts, and then they spent the afternoon putting in the new HVAC and AC unit. Um, and so they haven't finished. They'll finish the furnace, the flue pipe, and the gas line stuff next week. I do have AC. I don't have heat. Doesn't really matter right now. I mean, the house sits at about 65 at its lowest right now. And I'm about to get more insulation, so it should maintain whatever temperature that I want it. And we're getting 70, 80 days right now. If you notice, my face is like red and I've got mask marks because I pretty much wore a mask the whole day. And then they also wore masks. So, I mean, yes, they did touch things. And tomorrow I will do a deep cleaning of the house. But at this point, right, the big thing is more the project. And I, because I didn't think about this, but at the time, but I'm moving my HVAC from the closet that it's in over top of my garage, right? And so I asked them to clear out everything from that and take it down to the bare bones. I mean, they saw the like drain pipe down to the concrete, so I'm gonna have to fill that in with some concrete so that it doesn't on both sides, so it doesn't get infected or stuff coming out of it. But that's for a later date. When I do the flooring to increase that space. What I didn't think about, and I realized about 2 or 3 p.m., is there is a giant hole in my ceiling where the HVAC unit used to be, because that sucker goes up and that's where the ductwork is, and it goes out, right? Well, the HVAC unit's no longer there. And while they did a great job removing the majority of the stuff, I made sure they did a great job. They removed the platform that it sat on. They also removed the gas pipe. Originally, they were just going to leave it on the wall, and I was like, look, the HVAC system is now over the garage. On the other side, all my gas appliances are on that side of the house, my water heater and my my stove, and the gas main's over there. Can I get rid of this pipe that, comes over to the bedrooms with gas? Right? I mean, if I'm going to have a gas leak, I'd prefer it to only be on the side that's not in the bedrooms, right? So anyway, so they removed that, but that still left the problem of a hole in my ceiling. And so I made a run to Lowe's. Thank God they're still open. Got drywall nails and drywall, and then came home. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have plenty of time. It's not going to take too long to get this off. So I started painting, and I had about 2 hours of painting, or an hour and a half. Got not as much as I'd like done. Did some taping. Got the chimney done, but I still have to do the chimney side facing the yard and the master bedroom side. So I wanted to do the whole house. That didn't happen. We'll see. It's moving at whatever pace it's moving at, so whatever. But then it got dark. I started working on the box, and it was a lot harder than I thought. There were a couple complications in that I'm essentially cutting the pillars of the wall, and my power keeps running out. I've got 3 batteries, and I've got 2 chargers, but it's just not enough to keep the reciprocating saw working. So that's why I'm going to go to bed, wake up really early, and hopefully get it done before they get here. If not, at least get the drywall in place. Well, I mean, that would be done. I don't really care about if there's a mess or, if the walls aren't down or anything like that. The only thing I'm caring about right now is the ceiling. And I mean, that'll be one of the projects that I do over the next couple of weeks is tear down the closets and remove doors and replace it with drywall and things like that. But that's way down the line. But yeah, I had to get in there. I had to, cut the box. There was an actual box in the attic, of plywood that I had to remove. And then, I was working on the pillars, and then I realized that the electrical for the one plug that's in that wall isn't on the other side of that closet. It's on this side of the closet. So I had to get that out because it's drilled in, and I didn't want to turn off my electrical because it was already dark. So I didn't really want to do it with an iPhone. So I very carefully cut it using a handsaw, which took forever. And then I drilled a hole that I can wedge it through from the outside. So it's a big hole with just a little bit of it showing on the other side of the wood. So I did that so that I can put the plug in, but I'll probably have to have an electrician out to extend that pipe or extend that line. Either way, they're coming out tomorrow. They're going to do insulation and the weather stripping. And then next week they come out to finish the furnace, the gas and the flume for the furnace. So yeah, it's a project. That's how it goes. So I'll be up early tomorrow morning, later today. And then, yeah, we'll see where all this takes me.